Well, I'm losing light already. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sophia for My Great Challenge. This is another one of my holiday baking, and I am making something that looks divine. It's called pear and ginger Eve's pudding with brown sugar custard, and I put the recipe down below. And I believe that this is from a website called Delicious. This is all in grams, so obviously I think this is from the UK as a recipe. So, you know, all you need is a converter or a scale that has the tar on it, and then you can do your recipe that way. There was one ingredient I had to substitute because I could not find it here, but we'll talk about that when we'll look at the ingredients. Now, why am I making this? Well, because pears are very much in season right now. You know, partridge in a pear tree. I love pears, I love ginger, and clafoutis is one of my favorite desserts. And this looks like a clafoutis to me. I mean, what do they call it? An Eve's pudding. But really, if you look at the picture, you cannot tell me this is not a clafoutis. Okay, so I have one of my favorite is clafoutis cherry, clafoutis aux cerises, which I absolutely love, but for some reason can't find it here. I gotta make it at some point. Maybe that's one of the things I'll make in June next year. You have to remind me because it's my favorite. So this one I'm looking forward to make. So without further ado, I already filmed the list of ingredients while I still had light. So I'm gonna show you that, and then when I come back, we'll start making this cake. So there's a lot of ingredient for this, and while I still have daylight, I'm going to show them to you. So we're going to start with the ingredients for the sauce, and I did have to do a substitute, by the way. This is a British recipe, so I'm assuming, well, at least I'm assuming it is. Everything is in grams, so you can manage, okay? You need 90 grams of unsalted butter for extra, and some for extra greasing, so it's all here. It's basically a whole stick of butter. You need 90 grams of granulated sugar. You're going to need 5 centimeter piece of fresh ginger. So here's my fresh ginger, and that's gonna have to get grated. You need 500 grams or 4 large pears. Okay, here we go. And then the one I had to substitute, you need 2 tablespoons of syrup from a jar of stemmed ginger. We cannot find stemmed ginger here. We did 3 different supermarkets. So what I did was get some ginger preserve that has pieces of ginger in it, and I'll do 2 tablespoons of that, and that's gonna give me the syrup. So that's for the sauce. Now let's go for the ingredients for the sponge. And the sponge is basically the part of the clafoutis that's like a cake. You need 190 grams of unsalted butter. So that's pretty much 2 sticks of butter, okay? 190 grams of castor sugar plus extra from sprinkling. So I don't have castor, I'm using Confectionner. 3 large eggs. There we go, 3 large eggs. You need 150 grams of self-rising flour. You need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger. Again, you need that ginger and stem or stem ginger, which I don't have. So you need 6 tablespoons of syrup from a jar of stem ginger. I'm going to do 6 tablespoons of the jam. You need 45 grams of ground almond. So that's going to have to get in the food processor. And you need 5 pieces of stem ginger finely chopped. So we'll do more of the ginger finely chopped. And then we have the brown sugar custard. And the brown sugar custard is to add on top of your cake. You don't have to have it, but I'm gonna make it. Need 300 milliliter of whole milk. You need 100 milliliter of cream. I'm using heavy cream. They asked for double cream. No idea what it is. We're gonna use heavy cream. You need 4 large eggs. You need 50 grams of light Muscavado sugar. it's kind of like a brown sugar, okay? And you need 2 teaspoons of corn flour. That's it. These are all the ingredients. So let's get started. And it starts with the sauce. So I'm using one of my corning ware casserole here. Step number 1, we are going to grease this dish. That's the reason why they wanted you to have a little bit extra for greasing. Step 2, we're going to melt the butter. This is 90 grams. And to that we'll add the sugar. And here's my ingredient that I had to substitute. They want you to use 2 tablespoons of the stem ginger syrup. And I couldn't find stem ginger, and to be honest, I don't even know what it is. So for those of you who are British, you let me know down below what is stem ginger. So I'm using 2 tablespoons. They want 2 tablespoons of syrup. I'm using 2 tablespoons of ginger jam as a substitute. I'm adding my sugar. I'm going to stir this, being careful that it doesn't burn, but you do want it brown, like a butterscotch or a caramel. That gets poured at the bottom right here. I have to apologize if the lighting is terrible during this video. I started after my Christmas decor, and now it's dark outside. I don't know. I don't want to try anything yet. Next, I'm going to finally grate my ginger. So let me take the skin out first. So my grated ginger here, I got about, I would say 2 tablespoons, okay? And you don't need the fiber, just the actual pulp that was grated. So now what I'm gonna do is add my ginger to a large bowl. I'm gonna use my pears and peel them and slice them. And every slice of pear is going inside the bowl with the ginger. Alright, so let's give it a good mix, because what you want is for the ginger to mix with the pear slices. I gotta tell you, that's a great combo when it comes to scent. This is great. Next, I'm going to spread them evenly over my caramel / toffee right here. Next, in my stand mixer, I'm adding my caster sugar. In my case, I used confectioner sugar, and I'm adding my 2 sticks of butter. And I'm basically going to cream everything. Next, I'm adding 1 egg at a time. And then at the 3rd egg, I'm going to add a little bit of the flour. And then I'll keep adding flour to the batter. And now I'm adding my ginger and my baking powder. Okay, so this is done, and what I'm gonna do is transfer it to a bowl. Well, you know what? I'll just keep this bowl, because I have to fold the grounded almond in it. So if you remember, the recipe asks for syrup from ginger stems, right? Which I don't have. So what I'm going to do is make 6 tablespoons of that jam, and I'm going to melt it. Let me go a little bit low here. I don't want to burn it. And what I want you to do is mix to the batter, that's 6 tablespoons of syrup, and then chopped up stems of ginger, which I have in the jam already. So I don't need to do that. Okay, just gonna melt this for a little bit. to help it, I'm just going to add a little bit of water. There we go. And that's basically my recreating a syrup that I do not have. So I've just added that syrup to my batter, and I'm mixing it again. And now we're ready to add that to the dish, and that's going into the oven. So this baby here goes in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit, also known as 180 degrees Celsius, for 1 hour. But at, yes, that's naan bread. At the 30-minute mark, I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil. So I'm going to do 30 minutes on this. And then when it rings, I'll cover it in aluminum foil, and I'll let it cook another half an hour with the foil over it. It's basically to stop it from burning. So I'm gonna do all my dishes. It smells delicious. That ginger, I gotta tell you, wow. I'm gonna do the dishes, and then when I come back, we're doing the custard. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Let me pull it out. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Look at this thing. Do you see that? This looks great. Oh, it smells even better. Okay, I'm going to cover it because we don't want to burn it. All right. Okay. And while it's cooking, I'm making the custard. Okay, so custard. I'm going to take the milk and the cream, mix them together, and we're going to bring it to a slight boil. So I have to keep an eye on it, and while it's heating up, I'm going to beat my 4 eggs. And yes, I could use my mixer, but I'm going to do it by hand. Only because I already cleaned everything. I don't want to redo it. There we go. And just a reminder, this is Muscavado sugar. And while this is whisking, I'm going to add my corn flour. And I'm adding little by little my boiling milk and cream. And I keep mixing as I do that. Made custard in quite some time. Now I'm putting this back in here, and on the stove it goes until it thickens. Alright, that's it. And I'm going to try this because I am very intrigued. Muscavado sugar. What is this? Dark Muscavado sugar from Mauritius. Mauritius? Gingerbread, chocolate cookies, and ice cream. Tastes like custard. India tree dark Muscavado sugar from Mauritius retains much of the flavor of the cane. Is fine mixed. Okay, so it's a different type of sugar. It's different. It's not as sweet as brown sugar. It's got more of a maple flavor to it. I like it. So this, I'm having a hard time getting it smooth. It's a little textury, but who cares? Yeah, I do like this. This is definitely different. It almost, it's almost like a mix of a very light maple and butterscotch. I like it. I could just eat that. Okay, I'm gonna continue to smooth this out because I don't like the way the texture is right now. I have 17 more minutes on the cake, and when I come back, we'll try it out. Scott went to the supermarket, so I'll be happy to have a slice of this when he comes home. I'm excited to try it. Pear and ginger, I think, is a great combo. This was easy to make. Again, the issue is not having the ingredients on hand. That ginger stem or stem ginger, no idea what it is. I haven't seen it. We did 3 supermarkets. I'm sure I could find it online, but I decided at the last minute to make this recipe, so too late for that. So we'll see if the substituting with the ginger jam is actually to do the trick. So I'm putting that to the side. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, it's been an hour, and I totally messed up the custard, you noticed, right? I overcooked it. I poured the hot milk over the eggs too fast, and all my little clumps are basically cooked eggs. So, yeah. We're gonna eat it with that custard, or with it if we don't mind. In the meantime, oh, the smell. Oh, this thing smells great. Ooh, look at this. Oh, don't you look pretty? Oh, man. Alright, you're supposed to put powdered sugar over it, okay? Let it set and put powdered sugar over it. So just based on what I'm seeing, you don't need the custard. You don't need the custard. This is moist. This looks great. I put the custard over it if you want. I wasn't impressed with the taste of the custard, but then again, I overcooked it. So Scott and I are going to try this. This smells wonderful. I can't wait to try it. Where is he? Hurry up. I want to try the clafoutis. Here's your fork.
Ooh, it's getting a little warm in here.
Oh wow, where'd you get that t-shirt?
You know, I ran into this award-winning designer whose stuff has been on national television.
Look how skinny he made me. Isn't that sweet? Alright, t-shirts and mugs available at MyGreatChallengeGift. Willie, you want to try the cake?
Yeah, give me that.
Okay.
Well,
It's hot.
I didn't have any of the pear part.
Okay. So, I messed up on the custard. You saw that, right? But I can see whipped cream on this.
Mm.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, I like it. Has a nice ginger, taste. What do you think, Willie?
It's very hot.
This is...
You say that as if it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing. I can't taste the combination of pear and ginger.
Really? Was it still hot?
Yeah.
Well, oh man.
I like it.
The more you wait, the more it sets. So it doesn't fall apart. And actually, it's better when it's super cold. Well, that's how I like it when it's cold.
Could use some frosting.
What? No. No. Right, Willie? No frosting, right?
You're the only one in this room with the wrong opinion.
The pears with the real shaved or grated ginger on them are amazing. The bottom part, the caramel at the bottom, how'd you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
And then the cake, the sponge cake on it is amazing. This is, well, this is really not like a clafouti. Clafouti is more like a flan, but this is amazing. I love this. This is really good. Willie, what's your grade?
It would be an A+ if it were hot, but no, if it were cold. But since it's hot, it's only an A.
A? Okay, so Willie gives it an A+ if it was cold, A if it's hot. Okay, Scott?
Yeah, I give it an A. An A.
Compared to the cheesecake last week,
Oh wow.
I like this better. And the cheesecake was
Really?
amazing, yeah.
I like
Cheesecake
the
was too
cheesecake
heavy.
better. I like the cheesecake better.
Really?
Uh-huh.
This in the morning with a cappuccino.
No.
Alright?
Yeah.
Look at this guy, you finished his plate. Okay, I give it an A+. This is really good. This is really, really good, and you have to try it. So you see, I've managed, without the syrup and the stems, I just used ginger jam, and it worked, it worked perfect, and I'm loving it. So we're gonna leave it to the side. Tomorrow when it's cold, it's gonna be even better. So you'll have some tomorrow? Okay. You're scraping your plate. You must like it. Another success in the kitchen. Thank you for watching.
Wedge over there if you want it.
Have some more, Willie.
I only have a little bit.
Wow. Willie's having seconds. I guess that's a testament of how good this cake is. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. And sorry I messed up on the custard. Those kind of things happen. Quite frankly, you don't need it. My opinion only.
What?
And that would be it. So give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner. Check out my great challenge gift for t-shirts and mugs, and my vintage Etsy shop Frenchy and Tubby. Find me on Instagram and Facebook at My Great Challenge, and I will see you next time. What do you want me to make next week?
Dessert.
Well, the whole series is dessert. How about cookies? You want cookies?
Sure.
What kind?
Yeah, those Madeleine cookies were pretty good.
You want me to make Madeleine?
Sure.
I'll make Madeleines. Okay, he spoke. We'll make Madeleines. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really, really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.